There was no homework or no mandatory homework, and only one of my classes was not based entirely on my final. A good number of the finals, I think I had 4 finals that were oral exams. So you sat down with a professor, he gave you a sheet of paper that had 2 or 3 questions on it, you worked through it, and the TA was there to make sure that you weren't cheating, and you kind of talked about what you were doing. Professor came in after 10 minutes and you just talked with them. And what's great about that is as long as you're thinking about what you're doing and talking through your thought process, you get more than half your points just from that, which is really nice, because on a written test sometimes it's like, I don't know what to write. If you take what you do here over there, you will do more than fine. You'll be ahead of the curve, especially if you show up to class. Because I grew up speaking German, I was actually able to opt out of the ILP, and I interned at Audi in Ingolstadt, which is their headquarters. It's the biggest manufacturing plant for Audi. There's something like 200,000 workers there. Absolutely ridiculous. And the city exists because they're there. And that was an incredible experience, being able to go through and see how the German company works versus an American company. And it really kick-started the engineering speak, since everything was in German. I was able to hit the ground running a little bit. The one thing I would recommend doing is, if you think of something that you want to do there, Google it and send a bunch of emails. And this was me after the Berlin Velothon, which was really cool. They shut down some of the major roads in Berlin. And I did the 120K, which was 75 miles, give or take. And I joined a local club. While I was at Audi, I also found a different cycling group, and they did a Wednesday ride. And so this was coming home after the Wednesday ride. So I went to the ILA, which is an international air show that's hosted every 2 years in Europe. And it's hosted either in Berlin or Paris, I believe. And this year it was in Berlin, so I got to go, and I really like planes. So I went there, and they had the U.S. Air Force was there. He's a U.S. Air Force pilot, and I talked to him for a little bit. They were there with the Hercules, the Globemaster, and a couple of other planes. The U-1 and the U-2 were also there. And the Stratofortress did a flyover, which was really cool. Everybody was really friendly, incredibly welcoming, more than willing to help and chat to you about things going on around the city. But it was an incredible experience.